Good morning, my fellow flexible, tolerant, permissive patriots. Let's take a look at this story from NBC News. How the European Union is struggling to contain its illiberal democracies. And how's it trying to do this? By taking away the rights of those two countries to determine their own future, of course. Take a look at the subheadline. How the European Union, in its fight with Poland and Hungary, looks set to determine the future of democracy in Europe. You know, the writer of our own Constitution, Thomas Jefferson, was not a fan of democracy. He was a Republican. He said that a democracy is nothing more than mob rule, where 51% of the people may take away the rights of the other 49. He was really right about that. That's why our republic has lasted for over 200 years, and, well, many democracies have come and gone because of that mob rule. Let's take a look now at the caption provided at the beginning of this article. Effigies of the Polish politician Jarosław Kaczynski and Hungary's Viktor Orban at an event in Germany in 2018 highlight how clashes between Western European leaders and the two right-wing governments in the bloc's east have opened a new chapter in an ongoing crisis. And how do they show that these people are clashing with the West? Why, they show images of the Hungarian and Polish leaders not holding hands, but forming the communist symbol of the hammer and sickle. And what does the hammer and sickle read? Rechte Diktaturen. Now, I don't know German, and I doubt any of you do either. I had to have it translated with one of those translation apps. And it turns out that Rechte Diktaturen translates to, are you ready for this? Right-wing dictators. So the Germans think that communists are nothing more than right-wing dictators. What does it take to be left-wing to these people, I wonder? Let's take a little look at the story now. A battle is raging at the heart of the European Union over accusations that its two most right-wing governments are subverting democratic principles and offering inspiration to populist parties across Europe. Oh no! Tell me it's not true. Tell me that the European Union isn't trying to shut down populist parties across Europe. Do you think Thomas Jefferson was right? Let's go on. The European Union accuses Poland of undermining the entire 27-nation union by asserting that its domestic laws take precedence over shared European law. There you have it. The European Union, whose members aren't even voted for democratically by the countries they represent, object to the fact that the citizens have a right to say how they want to be ruled. What a novel idea. What happens if ideas like this spread? It would be devastating for the Democratic Party in the United States, where it wants to turn our great republic into a simple democracy. More than 100,000 people across Poland took to the streets in protest in response to a ruling from the country's top court, which declared that judges can ignore certain, I would say all, European Union laws and rulings. Many fear this is an initial step towards Polexit, or Poland's leaving the bloc like Britain did with Brexit. I'm a little bit surprised that this article brought that up. Remember how all the fake news media outlets said that England is going to suffer after Brexit? Its economy is going to collapse. Its people are going to be starving in the streets. There's going to be no food. There's going to be no medicine. England is going to be a third world country after Brexit. Didn't turn out that way, did it? I think the European Union would have been better served to just ignore Brexit than to bring it up again and say, oh no, we might have a Polexit. Yeah, the European Union is nothing more than a toothless tiger. It's not to say you can't get hurt from it, but when England left, it lost one of its largest claws. If Poland leaves, it loses another claw. Each country that leaves the European Union declaws that toothless tiger a little bit more.